Every time I go on a diet, I end up back to where I started. Every time I try to change a bad habit, it rears its ugly head. Every time I try to move forward, things get in my way. I just can't do it. What I did doesn't work. Hello and welcome to I Am. I'm David Andrade. We have all made attempts at striving to enhance a specific part of our lives, be it body, mind, soul, environment. We make these attempts at following principles set in books, mechanical processes that we are told need to be followed in order to accomplish, yet to no avail. We follow the instructions written down. We run them down step by step, one by one. We begin to accomplish, then without realizing it, we are covertly taken back to the beginning, back to where we started, back to following our FLS, false life script, as I call it in my book. Then we beat ourselves up, telling ourselves that we don't have the willpower, the tenacity, the drive to accomplish. The diets, life advancing programs, the professionals, or life coach programs didn't work. They didn't accomplish what you thought was promised. It is not that the diet, the life altering programs, the information from a professional or a life coach that stopped working. You stopped working the programs. You didn't become the advancement, but only attempted it, and now blame it for not accomplishing. Every life-altering diet program, professional, or coach will work. It is that your identity will not allow it to work because you are following a rule that breaks everyone. You follow mechanics, hopefully to alter the mind, where it is the opposite that is needed, mind before mechanics that must be followed. You will physically exhaust yourself because you are forcing a process that is not part of your identity. Once a process is part of who you are, you will accomplish it without thinking of tiring. This is where we make the mistake of thinking we can't accomplish. We did accomplish. We did become more confident. We did lose weight. We did exercise more. We did reach a goal set forth. All the effort we put into finding the self that we strive for worked. We did it. We reached our goal. Even if it lasted several hours, days, months, we did reach our goal. But what happened? It isn't that the book, program, or life mentor that stopped working. You stopped working it. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you are the culprit. You stopped working your programs. Or what I really should say is that it was your FLS, your false life script, that stopped you from working your advancement. What did you do to stop a program from completing its transformation? You stopped exercising for one day. You stopped eating a healthy regimen of foods. You stopped organizing yourself. You stopped waking up early to pursue life. This is the best one. You started to blame the program for not working, for not doing what it said it would do. You blame your new treadmill or spin cycle for not being tech enough, not fast enough, not enough incline, no cooling or misting fan to keep you fresh, no heartbeat monitor so you can see when your heart is about to stop, no video monitor to watch others suffer on treadmill jail. You blame the eating program for not working because it didn't shackle your mouth from foods you love. You blame the life coach for not watching your every move through your life and dictating control. You feel you wasted your money on advancement programs. Enough. There is no one to blame. Stop blaming the hunk of treadmill metal for not meeting your goals. You were the one that decided to turn your treadmill into a great place to hang and dry your clothes. Stop blaming pieces of paper stitched together for not motivating you. Stop blaming the sun for not waking you up early enough. Stop and look at what you are attempting. Stop and look at your identity, good or bad. Simple. You are attempting to alter a neurological efficient pathway. That is all. Picture you are standing next to a river holding a shovel. The river being an efficient pathway. You decide you don't like the pathway the river has been taking for years, but you want to follow a small outlet that the river trickles into periodically. So you bring out a shovel and a pail. With your trusty shovel, you start to widen the small outlet, hoping to alter the river's direction. and slowly the water starts to divert down your expanded path. Granted, the river or your habit is 20 feet wide, and your new trench, which you want to alter in life, is only a foot wide. So you dig, and the diverted trench is getting longer, wider and wider. The water is starting to follow your enhanced trench. You are excited this is working. Then you decide to take a day off. You're exhausted. The days turn into weeks and longer. While you were resting, the river didn't stop, or your efficient habit didn't stop. This efficient pathway continued to flow efficiently. Your new trench slowly started to fill in, back up, and stop moving. And eventually, the enhanced trench dries up and the river runs as it always has. Thus, the river runs and the habit continues. If you truly want to enhance a path in your life, you have to have a plan of where you want to go. And you have to bring a bulldozer to alter the river. And it can be done. You have to pursue this with all your might, everything you have to enhance that path and the enhanced path for the river to run. You have to dig continually until the river realizes there is a more efficient path to follow, a stronger direction in life that will be pursued. I have seen individuals go from drug abusers to stars in their careers and fields. Absolutely amazing feats in a very short period of time. They redirected their rivers by committing to who they truly are. They brought a bulldozer to define their true path in life by redefining their I am, by giving their mind a clear identity, by pulling forward what has always been in them, greatness. The programs we all use to put our life path in a truer direction didn't stop working. We just stopped believing. We stopped pursuing the identity we long for. Our FLS or false life script slowly leads us back to who we subconsciously believe we are. That is all. The more efficient myelinated axons of our neurons resume control. We were put back into the path of greater efficiency and least resistance in our mind. Greater efficiency doesn't mean obtaining what you consciously want. It means following a script that you have read over and over again. Your mind will work to accomplish efficiency, good or bad. If you follow the instructions given to you in the books you read, the audios you listen to, the seminars you attended, and you follow thoroughly, you accomplished. Right now, some will be telling themselves, "No, I did not. I am back to where I started. I didn't accomplish a thing. This book I read, audiobook I listened to, the seminars I attended were a complete waste of time." They were not. Every single book, program, seminar you adhere to led you to a success. Let's break this down. This is the part that your FLS does not want you to understand. Think about this clearly. Think about this in incremental steps. The diet you just tried worked, correct? There was a point where your weight dropped and you felt better, correct? Don't think of where you are right now if you stop the diet and are frustrated. Think of the one point where the diet worked. You decreased your weight and fit better into the clothing you always wanted to fit into. You were so proud of yourself for accomplishing. People were congratulating you for your accomplishment, correct? How long did that last until you started to revert back? How long were you successfully confident, where you felt you were totally in control? How long before you reverted back to having that lack of confidence? The book you just read, Finding More Powerful You, worked. You saw a glimpse of your power, and you can see it again. It didn't go anywhere. The seminar you just attended led you to success. If you succeeded once, you can do it again. Think about it. How many weeks, days, hours did your success last? Seriously, this is the part you have probably never thought about. This is very important to understand. Write it down. Find out how long your success lasted. You succeeded, period. Don't take that away from you. Don't diminish your success. You expanded your ring of life, as I call it in my book. Think differently. If you succeeded once, you can succeed again and again. Also, think about this. That success never left you. That success is now part of you. That success built a stronger part of you. You now own that success. It is your habits. It is your FLS. It is your neurological pathways that want you to forget about any success you made and go back to what is comfortable and efficient. Your mind has to maintain your identity by being efficient. And a pursuit of a new identity, a new success, is not efficient in its current state. A new powerful identity has to be brought forth from within. It has to be built through reinforcing your I ams and repetition. It has to be all-encompassing forever. Think of this. Not that you want to see this, but if you see a shark fin break the surface of an ocean and then disappear, did the shark disappear forever? No. The shark and your shark-like personality are still lurking below the surface, ready to strike. You just have to chum the waters of life with your true identity, your true I am, so your life has something to attack. We have all done this. We attempt, we succeed, we revert. Even one success is double the success of the previous day. What you are missing is the key that turns on the ignition of life, the key that turns on the power of every pursuit you desire. The key that makes your new diet book work and last. The key that makes you listen in-depthly to an audiobook. The key that lets you walk out of a life-building seminar and makes you what they taught you, work. What is the key? The key is I am. Without the key to defining who you are before a pursuit will lead to frustration with no accomplishment. Without defining an identity as a whole will lead you back to where you started, back to another beginning. The key to everything you do is identity, identity, identity. I am, I am, I am. Feel it right now. Say it. I am powerful. Say it again. Clench your fist. Tense your body up. Feel it. For those few seconds, your hair stood on end. Your body quivered, right? The adrenaline rushed. And how long did it take? Seconds. You defined your power. You released what is in you. It's already there. But it is not only the repetition of the words I am, but what I am. Who is the I am? I am is the key to state that defines who that I am is specifically. Once you let your mind know who you are, I am, next is to physically build that identity. Let your mind know exactly who you are. A new pursuit is all-encompassing. You aren't going on a diet. You are going on a life altar. What other parts are also needed to be addressed to accomplish decreasing your weight? Your hair, the way you dress, your confidence, organization, your cleanliness, all of these are part of any specific pursuit. You have to build an identity as a whole, not as a part. Walk like your I am, talk like your I am, dress like your I am, be your I am as a whole. Focusing on a part will lead to the collapse of the whole. Focusing on the whole will build the power of the parts. We are a biological process that lives on efficiency. How you define your identity will lead to a specific biological process that will efficiently meet your demands. When you are pursuing your dream and you start to feel that you are tiring or giving up, you are only retreating from a success. Stop thinking of it as a defeat. Think of it this way. It is only your FLS, your old habits, your old myelinated axons of neurons wanting to go back to a pre-existing efficient identity. That is all. And you can build beyond it. Redefine and get back to your strong I am that carries your strength and power in it. Let your FLS know who is in charge. You have to build new myelinated axons of neurons that are more efficient than the ones you dislike, the so-called bad habits. I am starts the process. Repetition builds the power. Remember, everything attempted at altering your life worked. You just have to believe and build on your successes every day for the rest of your life. Thank you for listening. Share this episode. Pick up a copy of my book or audiobook at www.iammethod.com and follow the laid out plan for redefining your life. Now go out there and take a bite out of life.